run through the revamped dungeon. Darkness.
Elko Hitra Buklo Hans. Seize that on Rajyadorn. Thagon Well Rogue. Torsan no Paiki. Mayhap I might if I deign to speak in my guest crude tongue. We meet at last. I am Lahabrea of the Asians, servant to the one true God. Yours is a most fantastical tale, truly absorbing. It is a tale to tell Eorzea's children before bedtime, and it will soon be dark, bringer of light.
The Dark Minions.
All that stands between this world and darkness is an irksome anomaly in the ether. The Echo. Yes, yours is a most fascinating tale. Alas, like all good tales, it must needs come to an end. But fear not.
Here, feel the presence of evil.
For the end of your tale is but the beginning of another. The tale of the crystal's demise.
Nice. So fresh. Since the one is gone, I leave this awful place. To walking one vanquished the many-legged one. This one is grateful to walking one. This one is called Frixio, the eldest of these ones of little souls. Alpha Squad reporting, sir. Nothing of note at last call, sir. Understood. Return to Area 12. Damn it all. Where is that accursed icon hiding? No sign of our wizened friend. I'm afraid not, my lord. Shall I order the search perimeter to be expanded? Absolutely not. We risk alerting the Gridanians to our presence. His Excellency bid us avoid unnecessary confrontation. Loth I am to admit it, I have found no evidence to suggest that Ramuh will be gracing the mortal realm in the near future. I ask you, what good is a god who does not grant one's wishes? Were I so, I would strongly consider myself finding another idol. Which reminds me, what of the sylphs we captured? A handful of them seemed to be in reasonably good health when I last looked. Apologies, my lord. I fear we might have been overzealous in our efforts to compel them to summon the icon. Really, Centurion, were you not aware that vegetables bruise easily? It is well I did not trust you with the important task of making my dinner. Well, mayhaps it is a kindness. Better dead in truth than dead to one's own god, I suppose, if you believe in such things. Dawn is upon us. Make us ready to withdraw. Useless. We are so close to completion. I can fair taste it, but at this rate... No, I must be patient. Our efforts will bear fruit in due time. Was that what was it you always said? Ah, yes. Though it mean bringing down the very heavens, who shall challenge the limits of possibility if we not we? And that you were right, Garland. But your star is long fallen, with my mind doth begin to rise, and it shall burn so bright that Lord Van Balesar's ultimate weapon will seem a mere candle beside it. Those walking ones did for Noxia. This one is certain. This one fears what others taken ones also suffered the same fate. This one is convinced. Walking ones have black cards, so you seek only to harm these ones. Walking ones are not to be trusted. Now, Noraxia, do not pass judgment so hastily. Not all walking ones are alike. Though there are evil ones, even amongst the evil walking ones, there are good ones also. Does walking one feel unwell? This one would know. What brings walking one to this place? Came to rescue this one's rescue at Noraxia's bidding, then this one owes walking one a debt of gratitude. Walking one has questions about Lord Ramuh, then this one will provide answers. But first, let this one quit this lightless place. This one will return to Little Solace. When walking one is ready, please come and see this one. These ones may speak properly then. Then it is settled that this one accompany walking one outside. Ah, you're back. Tell me the Sylph Elder as well. Thank the gods for that. Didn't really know what to make of the rest of your tale. I'm glad that Prixio didn't come to any harm. Ah, but there go tempting fate. Run over to the Little Solace and secure us peace with the Sylphs before aught else befalls us, eh? Rest assured, I'll send word to our friends of Charlian and the Twin Adder both. You've done Gridani a great service today, lad, and earn yourself a price of honor here in the Toothless in so doing. Be sure to come by whenever you feel like a drop of pure fire water. Say, friend, there's something I'd like to ask you to see you deliver to the Little Solace. This Azema rose oil. So a gift to celebrate the safe return of the tribe's elder, and a token of Gridania's desire to unite. The wood is not what it once was. The calamity changed the elementals, weakened them. Until the strength is returned, we must lend ours to keep the wood safe. But ours alone is not enough. We must have the strength of the sylphs as well. Only by working together and fighting together will we survive together, and the trolls would with us. The gift I ask you to bear is a symbol of the hope that both Gridanian and Sylph alike will live to see the light beyond this darkness. Doing. Gift from Walking One from Buskaran. A gift for these ones. Such a lovely scent. This one never has smelled anything like this before. Walking One, Buskaran, and Adventuring One are very kind. Know that this one is deeply grateful. Many Walking Ones are scary. Many Walking Ones utter many lies and much deception. This one is moved. Let all these ones be friends forever. This one has been expecting Walking One. This one fetches Elder One. This one is pleased to see Walking One again. Welcome to the home of these ones. Ah, there you are, Amkip. We have just been hearing a tell of your deeds of daring do. Well done. Ah, the Walking Ones who aided Noraxia. This one is grateful. A pleasure to have been of service. If you do not mind my asking, how did your misadventure come about? This one does not mind. The misadventures, as Walking One calls them, is of this one began when Imperial Ones entered the wood. Fearing trouble, these ones decided to watch Imperial Ones closely. But these ones watched too closely, and Imperial Ones noticed and tried to catch these ones. Having nowhere else to hide, this one fled into Totorak. Would that this one had not. In total rack, a sinister one robed in black tried to feed this one to a many-legged one. A sinister robed one in black? Why do I have a feeling that I should be more worried about that than I am? Elder Phrixio, we come to you as emissaries of the nation of Gridania. This missive bears the words of the Elder Seedseer. This one sees. So walking ones of Gridania are fearful of Lord Ramu. Plainly put, yes. Your people summoned the Lord of Levin but once. Yet that single occurrence occasioned great alarm. But it's not as if the Gridanians dislike you or anything. Actually, it's just the opposite. They think of you as friends, and they don't want anything to get in the way of that. That's why the Elder Seedseer wrote to you. This one knows and respects the horned one, Can Asena. Be assured, like walking ones of Gridania, these ones have no desire for conflict. These ones resorted to summoning Lord Ramu to protect the wood from Imperial ones. This one counseled against doing so, but was not heeded. Against this one's wishes, Lord Ramu was summoned, and all those who took part became touched ones. These ones wanted so desperately to turn touched ones back to normal ones, but did not know how, and still do not know. Touched ones, meanwhile, wanted to turn these ones into touched ones, and did know how. So this one fled to Little Solace with all the ones who did not wish to be bound to Lord Ramu. But walking ones of Gridania need not fear touched ones of Lord Ramu. Unlike other primal ones, Lord Ramu is not callous and cruel. So long as walking ones does not trespass on these ones and its transferred homeland, where touched ones resides, walking ones will not suffer thunderous judgment. But this one has spoken enough of touched ones. This one will speak instead of these ones. As this one said, these ones desire peace with walking ones in Gridania. So these ones ask for change to set things right. By way of addendum, mortals who are tempered come to take on the qualities embodied by the primal in question. In the case of sylphs, Ramu's influence have made them fiercely protective of their homeland. That explains why they're so hostile to trespassers, but what about their abductions? A fine question, Ida. The abductions are, I believe, an expression of the tempered sylph's desire for reconciliation. Another quality traditionally associated with Ramu. In the crudest manner imaginable, they seek to bring their fellows back into the fold. Timely reminder that the challenges posed by each primal are unique. Elder Phrixio, we thank you for making your will known to us. The people of Gridania will rest easier in the knowledge that they and the sylphs are united in their desire for peace. Wishing to cooperate, this one has written down the feelings of these ones. Please see that these feelings are conveyed to Horned One Can Asena. And with that, I believe we can lay the matter of Ramu to rest. That sylph sold her very reasonable, I must say. You could have learned a lot from him. Was that a jibe? If so, I only feel it only fair to observe that one of us wouldn't recognize reason if it punched her on the nose. Did I say fair? I meant reasonable. Anyway, we're going to head back to the Waking Stands and tell Menphili all about it. Fear not, we will be sure to mention the instrumental part that you played in all of this. And while we see to that, we should appreciate it if you would deliver the Phrixio's missive to the Adder's Nest. Elder Phrixio, we humbly thank you for your time. It has been an honor. This one, the honor is this one's. Together, let the walking ones of Gridania and these ones find a way to live in peace. Please wait, walking one, Amkip. This one has yet to give walking one a token of this one's appreciation. When these ones summoned Lord Ramu, these ones were gifted this crystal. This one would now bestow the crystal upon walking one as a symbol of these ones' trust. This one was not mistaken about Walking One. Walking One is destined to walk a fate far cooler than this one can imagine. Brilliant light from within Walking One enveloped the crystal. This one saw. Mark this one well. That crystal will one day be of use to Walking One. Walking One must keep that crystal safe at all times. Before Walking One returns to Gridania, this one would ask Walking One to watch touched ones. So long as touched ones are not troubled, touched ones will not make trouble. If Walking One can witnesses touched ones making no trouble, mayhap Walking One can testify to Walking Ones of Gridania that these ones mean no harm. These ones' homeland have fought for danger. This one marks safe places to look out for touched ones. There we go. It isn't Amkip. I want the meeting with the Sylphs. This is from the Sylph Elder himself, if I may. So the Sylphs have no desire for conflict, nor they intend to summon Reborn. And so long as we leave the Temper Ones be, they need not fear any aggression on their part. The Elder Caesar will be overjoyed to hear that the Sylphs have welcomed our overtures. And the knowledge that the bearer has no ill will, we may channel our resources into tackling the more conspicuous threats to our security. You've done well this nation a great service, my friend. On behalf of all Gridanians, I give you my thanks. The Sylphic foes have long been friends to Gridania. The mere thought of being at war with them pained the Elder Caesar to no end. But owing to your efforts, she will be able to rest easier. Being the benevolent soul that she is, my lady will surely try to find a way to reverse the tempering process. Once again, I thank you. Had the signs of the seventh dawn not offered to mediate between our peoples, suspicion and doubt may have well led us into the needless conflict. Pray pass my regards on to Lady Minfilia. Hello, Amkip? Can you hear me? It is I, Minfilia. Ida and Papalema returned some little while ago, and they wasted no time in regaling me with the tales of exploits. Thanks in large part to you, the large name of the one primal may be struck from our list of enemies, and the Gridanians may turn their attention to more pressing matters. Well done! Yet the end of one tale is but the start of another. Pray return to the Waking Sense at your earliest convenience. I would apprise you of present situation in person. Hail, adventurer. You are the expression of one who seeks new battlegrounds to hone your burgeoning skills. Do not ask how Ninja knows, he simply knows. Now, tell me, are you perchance familiar with the sunken Temple of Karn? I will not hold it against you if you will not. The ruins only surfaced when the calamity split the ground asunder after all. Any road, it's a popular destination these days with adventurers looking for new frontiers to explore. If you're keen to join them, why not make the journey to southern Thanaline and visit the temple for yourself? What with the many dangers that lurk within, the immortal flames are keeping close watch over the place. A loud fellow by the name of Bibimiu should be able to offer you passage. Well, if it is my favorite adventure, welcome back, Amkip. Lady Minfilia awaits you within this hall. Please enter at your leisure. I am given to understand that the matter of Ramu has finally been resolved. I fear resolve bespeaks a permanence we cannot rightfully claim. Yet I am well satisfied that Lord the Eleven will not trouble us in the foreseeable future. Your satisfaction is assurance enough for me. How fares the investigation? Well enough. Thank you for sparing no effort. There are many in one, just as you suspected. The purpose, however, eludes us still. I see. I've been meaning to ask, but is Alice quite well? I feel as if I have scarcely seen her in recent days. Oh, you haven't, and nor have I, alas. Alice has chosen to walk her own path, stubborn girl. But you may be assured that her destination remains the same. And on that note, I take my leave of you. I trust the Baldassian report will serve you well. I don't remember this cutscene at all. I take it we can proceed as discussed? Why do you ask? You scarcely need my permission to act. It's good to see you again, Amkip. I've been looking forward to congratulating you on your triumph in the 12's Wood. Owing to your efforts, the conflict has been averted. Truly, you have done the Scions proud. With that, we can strike Ramu from the list. So who's next? Sahagin and Leviathan? The Lord of the World has not answered his minion's call of late, nor is he expected to do so in the near future. While the Sahagin remain as aggressive as ever, they lack the quantity of crystals required to call forth their god. As with the Sylphs, we can leave them to their own devices. For a time, at least. For a time bears repeating. We can all afford to fall complacent. It is as Ishtola says. Until we know the minds of the beast tribes, we cannot predict with certainty when the next primal will return to plague the land. That being the case, we must proceed with as much haste as prudence allows. Any word on Titan? The maelstrom keeps the kobolds under constant observation. We shall hear from them ere long. You may depend on it. Indeed. So then, with all the known primals that have been active in recent times, we are left with... Gridania! Garuda! Who is the primal of the XIV who lived near Gridania? Yes, that's what I meant. So many mobs to cover. Would that there were a more efficient way to conduct our surveys. Were he still with us, we should not long have wanted for a more practical solution. She's not wrong there. Where in the world are you, Chief? one sure step at a time. Henceforth, the Order of the Twin Adder will handle all matters pertaining to the sylphs under the sage guidance of the Seed Seers. I bid you all enjoy a moment's respite. You have earned it. Is there something else, Amkip? Beg pardon? A man named La Habrea, sporting a red mask and robed in black. 12th Preserve. Prior to the calamity, the Assassins took great pains to remain hidden. Why would they choose to cast off the veil of secrecy now? Gods, this bodes ill. We must take advantage of the present lull in primal hostilities and investigate this La Habrea. Learn all we can from him and his designs. I dread to think... Eek! Tataru! A sylph in Thanalan. At long last, this one finds walking one Amkip. This one is most dependable of these ones. It's sent by Elder One of Frixio to help walking ones. This one is called Neuraxia. This one comes as friend. Let these ones be friends. Pleasure to meet you, Neuraxia. I don't remember that cutscene at all. And I do like the clarinet part there, though. Ah, Amkip. Pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I'm pondering how best to proceed. Excuse me, lad. Yeah, this might sound strange, but you haven't by chance seen a fellow that looks exactly like me? I'm looking for my twin brothers, see, and I heard they might have come through here. They could be dead for all I know. At least it feels like I'm chasing ghosts for an eternity now. There's a little running gag here. Oops. Greetings, sire. I come on behalf of the students of Baldezi. You may address me as Clive. Is this some reason you're still here? Please carry on. I'm not here to see you. Rude. If only Master Garland was still with us. It was a brilliant man, full of life and purpose. Kind and generous. He taught us everything we know about engineering. Though, believe me, he could also be very hard on a person to please. He would force us to completely rebuild devices even if a single flaw was discovered. I can only imagine what he'd say if he saw the tiny Bronco. People in masks cannot be trusted. Biggs and I wear masks all the time when welding. Knowest thou the import of the broken staff within the Solar? It fell from the grasp of Archon Luisoa, the man who, in his abiding love for all Eorzeans, shielded us against the storm of the calamity. The stars wheel across the heavens, and the skies brighten once more. As survivors gather, ignite a fiery dawn to burn away the glowing shroud. Ah, but destiny, thou art too beautiful. I'm starting to wonder if it's worth the hassle to prove who he was. I mean, maybe some folk might say, good on you, mate. Thanks for fighting to save our areas and whatnot. But I reckon most would ask what we've done for them lately. Not spin our faces for allowing Bahamut to blow up half the goddamn world. There are two types of Alamekans. Fools who wish to fight back, but know not how, and cowards who have chosen to run from the warriors. The young man over there is a striking example of the former. Me, I'm the latter. Couldn't you tell? Norexia and I both wear a mask. We're going to get along famously, I just know it. Walking ones from Ul'dah have not seen these ones before. This one knows. Still, most walking ones make such screaming sounds when seeing this one's face. This one cannot get a wink of rest. Look, Noraxia, I realize this makes no sense to you, but we must try to be more discreet. Years ago, a law was enacted whereby... Please, just trust me and stay out of sight. Masked man. I vaguely recall some Malja ranting about something like that in the middle of the skirmish. Of course, I wasn't listening too closely on account of the fact that friends were being trying to kill me. Don't make me waste your time, friends. It's the only thing that comes to mind. I'm to meet an antecedent soon to discuss the matter of great import. Abba thinks as well about my first official mission. Suppose it would be good if it was, yes? I mean, I'm not sure I'm ready, but still. As you have doubtless witnessed in your travels, the land of Eorzea grasping under the paws of a suffocating darkness. I must wonder if it is this darkness that invites disaster, or simply that disaster has left such a luminous wake. One thing is for certain, now is not the time to relax your vigilance. Yes, Tataru is ready to express her fright as she has expressed everything else. Not all of us are forged from the same steel as you, I'm afraid. But it takes all kinds to make a family, and it pleases me to no end to see ours continue to grow. One by one, the people of Eorzea are beginning to unite, Amkip, drawn to the hope that shines within you. Yet as the darkness tends to engulf this light, never have I doubted the Ascians' presence, but they have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain sight. It fills me with a sense of deep foreboding. I'm afraid there's no rest for the weary, Amkip. We must delve further into the motivations of the masked men. The Ascian known as the Habrea. This is an ideal moment to do so, while our hands are not bound dealing with another primal. At present, we know little and less about the Ascians, only that destruction follows in their wake. I should not be surprised if these beings were behind the chaos that racks the realm. My fears prove to be reality. We must do all in our power to stop them. Earlier, I sent word to each Grand Company to solicit cooperation. The Immortal Flames responded to the fact that they have information on a potential sighting. This is intelligence that we can ill afford to ignore. Go speak with the Flame Commander swift at the Falls of Flames in Ul'dah to inquire further. How you go about the investigation thereafter, I leave wholly into your discretion. But whatever you do, never forget that we are dealing with the unknown. You cannot take too many precautions. Be safe, Amkip. This is a long one. No, it's this way. The masked men. Ah, you have come on behalf of the Science, of course. Yes, we've already related to Lady Memphilia, there's been a sighting of this rogue near the eastern Thanaland. A brass blade stationed at High Bridge described him in detail when he alerted us to suspicious activity. I would point you to the witness, but I'm afraid he died not 2 days ago, slain by a marauding horde of Kicker. Fate can be a cruel mistress. But do not be too quick to despair. Being situated on a trade route, High Bridge sees its fair share of travelers. Forks are always coming and going, and some of them may have well caught the glimpse of your target. You could do worse than to speak with a merchant named Hibaru. The fellows always starve for customers who no doubt welcome your attention, whether or not you have coin or the mind to spend it. Welcome, Highbridge adventurer. Whatever you seek, I, Hibaru, can provide it. Probably. After a masked man. I'm not sure I have one of those in stock. Oh, you're after a masked man. Why did you say sooner? Such an individual might have featured in one of my any rumors I've heard. If you linger a while, maybe you'll learn a thing or two, eh? When the Order of the Null Thaw began excavating the ruins below, I had hopes that the hybrid would turn to be a bustling hub for pilgrims. But thanks to nigh endless beastmen raids, folks are too afraid to come within a mile of here. I sold everything I owned to get my venture started, and I'm loath to give up without making a united step to just stick it out. But if things keep going as they are, I'll be bankrupt before the moon is through. Grinding won't do me any good, though. No, for my business to survive, I need a business! Speaking of which, perhaps you'd like to browse my wares, spend a good coin to help a struggling merchant. The masked man. Bah, take your bloody masked man. I know what I said before, but vague rumors are all I've got. If you want to know about him, go ask other merchants. I wonder if this is the same Claudian in 6.2. Oops. Wrong button. Interesting. I wonder if that's the same Claudian as in 6.2. I have heard tell of the masked devil. Seems he's only appearing not only on Highbridge, but also about Thanalan too. Folk I've reported seeing him to convince me he's not more than a figment of imagination. Little is known about him otherwise. Of a masked man, I have heard of him, only in hushed tones and faint whispers. It said he wears a black hooded robe and looks right suspicious. That's all I can say, little as it is. Have I seen a masked man wearing a dark robe? No, I haven't, nor do I wish to. Business is bad enough without shady characters looking about. Folk have been giving Highbridge a wide berth because of all the Kirkin raids. None but the most devout of pilgrims are willing to come here anymore. Judging by your expression, I take it you didn't learn much of use. Look, I'm sorry for my real estate earlier. It's just, things are tough for us merchants right now. The Kirkin raids are so constant and so organized, we're beginning to suspect that someone is orchestrating it all. I tend to put my own welfare first, like most of us do, but that doesn't mean I'm a bad person. I promise to keep an eye for a masked man. If you see or hear anything, you'll be the first to know. I get some good, honest God's information on your masked man. Am I so confident? Because I saw him with my own two eyes. was out for an evening stroll minding my own business when I noticed a column of smoke rising from the cliff over at Thal's respite. Curious, I took myself there to find a masked man. Your masked man, I'm sure of it, standing by a fire. As if an instant, some Kirkard appeared soon after, and the group began talking at length. I was afraid I was too far out of earshot to hear much of anything. The group had dispersed, and that day it came to me. If you were to use this smoldering coal to start a fire, you might be able to arrange a similar meeting. It would be dangerous, as you doubt, but you've proven yourself more than a match for a pack of rabbits. So what do you think? That's some sound, reliable information, even if I just say so myself. Well, worth all the lingering about you've been doing, would you say? Now... we'll pop the bird. Back to Sue. Were you able to find any clues leading to the masked man? The scroll. It bears a prayer to the Rogger, the Destroyer. In case you're unfamiliar, Rogger is the guardian deity of Mhigo, which is currently under Gallian rule. It is highly uncommon for folk to other nations to revere him. I wager that the last guilty assailant was Mhigo. It seems this masked man of yours is very well connected. I must confess, the merchant is such a diverse network of contacts. The self-same merchant also senses danger ahead, and darkness besides. We certainly rather not take things nice and slow here at Highbridge. The Alamagan bandit you had to run in with is somehow a connection to your mastermind of mystery. So it stands to reason that if you want to pick up the trail again, you should head down towards the Little Alamego over in southern Thanaland. Just so you know what to expect, the settlement is a favorite destination for those refugees who couldn't, well, adapt to life in Nova. Parts of the denizens are said to be as barren as the wasteland they live in, and for all intents and purposes, it's a lawless place. Prepared for a not-so-warm welcome. Now, I'm not certain how much help she will be, but it just so happens I have a daughter who is relocated to Little Mhigo. Her name is Hiera, and it shouldn't hurt to seek her out first. And while you have her attention, I'd be obliged if you could send her my love. Day goes by, I don't think of her. I suppose this is it then. I'd hoped you'd linger a while. Call some fiends, spend some coin, what have you. Something tells me you're destined for greater things. Whatever it is you end up, I wish you the best. I have Little Amigo. Yes, I do. Rude. Welcome to the second Temple of Karn, what remains of it, at least. Used to be by ancient Beladians used by ancient Beladians as a place of worship to the sun goddess, Azema. Much about the temple's history remains shrouded in mystery. While we sent a research team into the depths, I regret to say that the investigation proceeds at a snail's pace. That is, when it proceeds at all. It would seem that the Beladians have rigged the temples with all manners of devious traps and snares, to deter temple robbers, no doubt. We've recruited adventurers to assist in disarming the traps, but be forewarned, many who have entered have yet to return. Should you wish to brave the depths, we will welcome your aid. Let's see if he's even accessible. Nope. 35. Why, yes, Hirobaru is my father. He said, what? I wish I could be a better daughter to him. It's just that... Oh, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bother you with family matters, but I'm grateful for you delivering the message. Now then, what brings you here? A masked man. I'm afraid the description doesn't ring any bells, but one of the others may have been seeing something. I recommend you first speak with Gundabald, the leader of the settlement. I must warn you, though, he isn't exactly accommodating to outsiders. Who are you? State your business and be quick about it. Looking for a masked villain, you say? And why should we help you pray? We struggle enough without having to answer to the whim of every outsider. You are not welcome here. Be gone. Well met, adventurer. I'm Giselbert, head of the security here at Little Mhigo. I heard tell that you had business with Gundabald. Knowing the bristly old bear, I don't doubt he told you to bugger off. Owing to their hardships, the refugees don't trust anyone but themselves. Not even my man and I can get so much a word of thanks out of them, despite watching the place die at night. But thanks or no, I've tried to help my fellow man when I can, and you seem like a decent sort. If you tell me what's brought you here, I might be as I can lend a hand. On the trail of a masked villain, you say? Can't say that sounds familiar, but men on the lookout for monsters to the south of here. If there's been any suspicious activity there, I'd like to have seen it. I had in mind to take them each a cup of sweet dandelion tea so as to lift their spirits. If you were to run this little errand in my stead, they'd be all the more willing to tell you what they know. Who the hell are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? Masked villain? Hiding amongst the refugees, like as not. We compatriots live here as go about it as though they're dead on their feet. It is near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. You there? Are you an Amalja? Are you an Amalja? No? Then carry on. Ah, the sophisticated aroma. It's been forever since I had a drop of sweet dandelion. I want to enjoy this. What? A masked man. Don't know, don't care. When he's got dark scaly skin, stands 10 foams tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a mummer's fart. Shoot, don't bother me. And the Amalja overrun us. I'm blaming you. For me, you shouldn't have. Sorry, a suspicious masked man. As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and the robe. But assuming it was a he was talking to some Alamegans. Assumed he was one of them. Ah, you're back. So did my lookouts have a lot to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. If you're to get any further in investigations, it seems you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that will be an easy task. Said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. The best way to win his trust is get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, to vouch for you. Gwen does the talking will not, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. That purpose, of course, is the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Gunnaball belongs to the Alamegan resistance, so your best bet would be to find someone who is a part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Welcome back, Amkip. How far is the investigation? I see. Given all that they've suffered, it is of little wonder that the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They've had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have seen it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live in the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. More could be done to ease their hardships. I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native to the science. I should be pleased to introduce you to him. Your Alamegan comrade is named Herbert. He joined our cause in the hopes that I might find a way to liberate his homeland. Would have figured it was our fault. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Herbert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. Well, that's right, he is. If it isn't Amkip Wol, the sun's rising star. That's what I can do for you. You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Mhigo. That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help. I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but left in favor for joining the Science. My allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Mhigo. Whatever my reasons were, abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. You want me to introduce you to the side resistance? Ha! Why the hell should I do that? Give me just one good reason. Hedibert sent you. That worthless whoreson. He abandons his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realized Hedibert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. If he trusts you, then it's all I need to know. See that bloke over there? That's Mefrid, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. One of the few alligators of the elementals permitted to stay in the wood. While I got my blessings, it breaks my heart to see my compatriots without a place to go. Uh-huh. I am Mefrid, proud man of the Alamigan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds have got infested, and he's burned up. I don't think he's got much dying. God damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These quarter-milk ravens would turn a blind eye to our blight, but they listen to Albert. I might listen to Albert. For my anger will prevent them from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize you scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Seven hills. We leave falling behind our only home and we've ever known to risk our lives to travel here. And now you mean to kick us out on our arses. No room for Alamegans and venerate Rogger, is that it? The destroyer take you in there, all your infernal elementals. Some of ours have had remained outside the hamlet. They've hardened their soldiers all, and no strangers to discomfort, trying experience being in a place that loves you not. What if Mefrid is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, there's not I can do. I want to try help, I truly do. They're my countrymen after all. That means going against the elementals will. I required me long enough to know that how terrible the beings can be. I couldn't help forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. Is there anyone who can help me? It'll be Charlene, the hamlet's resident here. If it matters to her, she might be as she'll listen. But I won't get my hopes up. You wish to hate the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12's wood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or the ungrown, are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Unless the Alamegans' petition has been denied, harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since the time immemorial, and ever shall be. That's how it's to be then. The brother here might as well kill Galleon himself. Spit on the elementals and spit on a bloody will. Cannot wait till the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarry Mill hoping to find refuge. Instead, what he found indifference. These cold-blooded bastards here wants out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. Problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, my people over this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. My homeland, long until appointed, is a traditional remedy for poison purging properties. If you bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're godsend adventurer. Praise Rocker, there's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You would happen to know a man named Buskler, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. Say he never turns folk away in need, no matter where they're from. And seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine there. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him and have him ground them down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Firemoon here. Godspeed. Ah, thank you. There's a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. Something to show me. Wow, these look like good old antelope horns. You need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. Give me some stuff in my stores. I am no stranger to the remedy. Now, a Mhigo friend once used it to treat my pressing wound years and years ago. Safe to say you saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamigan soldier in Quarry Mill. So it comes to for silver. Well, hope it'll hurt up to the 4 sides as needed. Oh, and don't worry about your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. It is well to see you returned. I be the medicine for our brother. God bless you, adventurer. See the galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain rest easier. It's been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Adventure, Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition is likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. We need to help him to find us, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave for Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came ask. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little Mhigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known of what he was thinking. I'd have stopped his folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds, alone! That fool! The great big sentimental fool! My men will scour the wood for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Watch out! A goblin! Galleon! Captain. But why? You should not be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gods damn it. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good, let us return to our brothers. Oh, don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarry now. Galleon is expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here until he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Asking me of anything, and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. Cooperation with the people of Little Mhigo. That's all. Far be it for me to question your desires, of course. Well, very well. I prepared you a letter to show to Gundobald. Old Bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt he will do the same, all in his power to hate you. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefred. It's been so long since I've last heard from him. I feared him dead. 12 be praised. Wherever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know this masked man you stranger you seek, and I'll tell you what I know here. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has been reportedly appearing in near Little Mhigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our youngbloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you want to question them about their trysts, but they're not like to yield information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may feel obliged to talk. Last man, no idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gundobald sent you. Listen. I told him it was a bad idea. All that trap about believing a masked man and... Oh. You don't know anything about this, do you? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think. Not to think I'm in for it. doors. Okay. What? I haven't been many masked men lately. Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. I'll be sure to tell all my friends that you're looking for him. There's been a bunch of skulking about, right? Suspicious. Like, all suspicious like, but I've got nothing to do with them. No trouble when I see it. And if there's trouble, mark me words. So, you indeed have confirmed my suspicions that are masked men. That is most troubling. For the young ones who are scheming can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside of them, I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Mhigo. Not what to do, but to dispose them and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution, all right. But it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we were dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Mhigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. The young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they're like to commit great folly. If we learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Sure, why not? Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I've got an old message from you from Wilbert. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've wound up with Gunnerball and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over the craggy area north of here. Coming from it. There's no ordinary outsider who can gain trust with old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you. Discuss something in private. Tell me, where are you snooping about? To the Empire Station? Or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, you're meddling into. Get him! You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us to bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. attacked by Willard and his cronies. Why? That they would go attacked by Willard and his cronies. That they would go to such lengths to say for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools would like to harm others, not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Willard mentioned my planning the power to bring down the Empire. What power could he be speaking? Gunnabald. Berlanion. Gods preserve what happened. I was at Forge, and when the Corpse Brigade came, took me to the hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me, said I suffered because I cling on to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves out at Mhigo? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. These villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know this? Willard, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertlania. In the meantime, I need you to find what the young ones make of this affair. I fear they may do something rash. There it is. This plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might as be bad as Gunnabald is content to take economic existence in this musty old cave, but I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put the bloody map? Oh, my Balgar, Lord of the Destruction, we implore you. Lend us your strength to put an end to the suffering of your people. You gotta interfere again? Well, you're too late. The plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare process ever again. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable. And to think they look down on us! Well, I'll not suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Willard to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. Where's that fifth item? Ah, there it is. Gone. The whole lot of them. Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what is it they exactly mean to do? What's this? A hunting knife and a map of Xanrak. Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young Poles are untrained and bloodied all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Amals are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yards of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. What's the third one? Oh. East John. Alright, finally made it to the duty point.